Okay, you guys, I feel like my last two videos have been really kind of depressing sounding, so I'm going to try and make these more upbeat. And this one should definitely be more upbeat because this is something I really have a strong opinion about. This is about dealing with negativity. Um, and while I was pregnant, I dealt with a few situations where people were negative towards me being a teen parent, and that is something that really gets under my skin. I'm a firm believer in what people do is their business. And, like their situations, that is their business. Like, I might have opinions on them, but I'm not the one to necessarily judge someone based on what they're doing. I normally don't judge people or feel some kind of way about what they're doing unless if they have done something to personally affect me with their stuff. Like if a girl is doing something that I don't like, okay, yeah, I might not like it, but I'm not going to, say I don't like her because of it or make a big deal about it. But if she does something I don't like and it personally affects me, then that's a whole different situation. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not the one to go out and start drama over something that I don't personally agree with. Um, and a lot of the problem is Facebook. Girls, like I would make posts about, like updates about Jaden and my pregnancy and how I was so excited. And girls would really get to the point where they would be like, why are you excited about being a teen parent? You don't, that's not something to be praising about. You're 16 and having a baby. Your life is over. What are you so happy about? And it really pisses me off because it's like, so yeah, I mean I understand. Yeah, you're a teen parent, like, okay, that's not necessarily a great wonderful thing, but being a parent is a wonderful thing. Whether I'm 16 or 64, it really doesn't matter. Having a child is a beautiful thing. And I was like, okay, so I'm pregnant. So what do you want me to do? Get on here and say, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm pregnant. My life is over. Would you want me to be upset about it? What am I supposed to do? How do you think I'm supposed to act? If you were having a baby and you decided to keep it, are you going to sit around and be pissed at the world or something? Like, what are you supposed to do? How am I supposed to act if I'm not supposed to be happy? And not only that, I hate when people try to tell you that your life is over because you have a baby. No, it's not. If you decide your life is over because you have a baby, then yes, it is. But everyone can make their own decisions and can change their life if they want to. Yes, having a child makes it harder. That is the only difference between being a teen parent and being an older parent, is that it is a lot harder to support a child and to raise a child when you are a child. But it is not impossible. People have done it and people do it every day. But the problem is that you go around and you see these girls that get on welfare and stay on it, don't take care of their babies good, or they pass their children off to their parents and expect them to raise them, and they just make bad names for girls that actually do the right thing as teen parents. I think, when you get pregnant, you need to step up to the plate and you need to be like, okay, the childish games are over. You need to figure out how you're going to get yourself together and create a life for you and your child. And if you're doing the right thing and you're taking care of you and your baby and you are doing it, then yeah, you have every reason to be happy. And I have no reason to be upset. I love my son to death. He is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And if you see all, I put all his pictures all over Facebook. He is plastered on my computer, on my phone, my wall. He is everywhere. And I'm not ashamed to say that that is my baby boy and that is like the love of my life. And I have no problem saying that. And yes, I am 16. I have a baby that I'm absolutely in love with, but I'm doing the right thing. So I'm not ashamed to be a teen parent, and I'm not ashamed to gloat about it. I'm very happy in my situation, but I'm not going to go around saying that teen pregnancy is okay. I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, look at my beautiful baby. You should have one too at 15, 16, 17. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make the best out of my situation. I don't want girls to get pregnant young, but if they do, they need to make the best out of their situation and make the right decisions. That's how it needs to go. But I believe in preventing it before it happens. I don't believe in ruining your life or thinking your life is ruined because you got pregnant, because it's not. It's possible, it can be done, but you shouldn't do it if you don't have to. And if you don't have a child and you're not pregnant, then you don't need to put yourself in the position where you have to become pregnant or have a baby or whatever. You need to just enjoy being a kid and be a teenager, whatever, have your fun and have a baby later. that's what you should do. You know, get your education, get a career, get some money, get your life together, and then have a baby. That way, um, you know, when you have that way when you have a kid, you don't have to worry about a lot of the things that teen parents have to worry about. We're more worried about money and living support and all kinds of things because our life isn't together yet. We're still kids. We're still dealing with our kid issues, and then we have to create lives as adults in just a short amount of time, and then we have to take care of a baby. So it's a lot to handle. But if you have fun as a kid, grow up. Oh, and also we miss out on our childhoods, which also is a big kind of downfall. But if you get to enjoy your childhood, you go to college, get an education, you get a career, then you have gotten everything taken care of and out of the way. You got to enjoy your childhood, and then you have a baby, you have no complaints. It'll just be kind of like smooth sailing. I mean, yeah, being a parent is hard in itself, but it's so much harder to have the troubles of being a parent and then the troubles of everything else. So it's a lot. Um, and people frown upon that, and they really try to put us down and to make it a lot harder than it really is. But my mom always told me the best revenge is success. So when I do graduate from college and graduate from high school and get a career doing what I want to do and I love it, and I also have a beautiful boy who is taken care of, who has everything he wants and needs, and it doesn't go without a thing, then what can they really say about me? Oh yeah, you got pregnant at 16. Yeah, I got pregnant at 16, but look where I'm at. You know, look what I'm doing. Look how everything's going. You know, you really can't talk about me when I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do and everything's perfect. So, that's how I kind of feel about it. I try not to read too much into it because people are always going to have bad opinions. But like I said, all I need to do is keep doing me and keep doing the right thing, and eventually I'll get where I want to go. And the people that talk down to me or down about me aren't going to be there, never have been there, and they're going to feel really stupid when I succeed in life. But it really does, it hurts, and it really just pisses me off because these girls have no clue. When they're talking about teen moms, like they know, like you do not know what it's like. So that's another one of my things. I don't believe you should talk about people when you don't know. You can't talk about people in their situation unless if you're in their shoes because you have no right. You don't really know what's going on. I can't talk about how hard it is to be 40 because I'm not 40. So for me to sit here and talk about how hard it is to be a 40-year-old or how stupid it is to be 40 or whatever, I can't do that because I don't know what it's like to be 40. I'm not there yet. They're talking about they don't, about teen parents about, oh, she's not doing this right, or she's bad and she doesn't know what she's doing and she's not a good mom, and oh, she's going to fail in life. You don't know that. You're not a teen parent. So how dare you sit here and talk about other teen parents? If anybody can say anything about another teen parent, it's going to be a teen parent, because we know what the deal is. We know what's going on. I'm not saying we have the right to talk about people, but we know what it feels like. We know what the deal is, and it's better for us to relate to other girls, and that's part of the reason why a lot of the problem is that when you become a teen parent, you don't really have your friends anymore. I mean, yeah, some friends may stick around, but a lot of them disappear, and it's because you can't relate to them anymore. I mean, because honestly, if you are in a relationship with your baby's father, you have a child, you're going to school, you're working, whatever, what do you have in common with another normal teenager who may or may not have a boyfriend, is not pregnant, or whatever? Yeah, okay, so you like the same clothes, the same music, and you like to do the same things, but you can't wear the same clothes, you can't listen to all that same music, and you can't go to any of those places because you have a baby. So you're going to be wearing maternity clothes, starting to pick up Veggie Tale songs, and you're going to be going to the playground and the park with your, 1-year-old. That's what you're going to be doing. You're not going to be going to the club. You're not going to be wearing, booty shorts and strapless shirts and high heels, and you're not going to be listening to Gucci Man blasting out the car with your 1 year old in there. It's just not. I'm sorry. Jaden's grandma's over here staying with me, and she's crazy. But anyway, she's crazy. But anyway, so you're not. You can't. I mean, you can still do those things every now and then, but it's just not on a realistic basis. And then when you have kids, your your priorities completely change and your mindset changes and the things you want out of life change from what they were before you got pregnant. And the girls that aren't on that level yet. So for you to try and communicate with them on, a real level, it's just not going to work out. um, just like, if you're in a relationship, you can't hang out with a bunch of single girls because they don't get what you're trying to do. You're in a relationship, you can't really do everything a single girl can, and they can't, and they don't want to do what you're doing. So it's just, you have to be with people in your circle, in your area of your life. You can't just mix up everything because it's just all over not going to work out. Yeah, you can have friends that maybe don't have children or whatever, but those aren't going to be the people you're closest to. And I'm sorry to tell you, it's not going to be the best people that you can rely on because they don't understand. They're not going through what you're going through. And like some of the people I consider really like my closest friends that I have now, do have kids because I can talk to them. I can relate to them. I have a lot of the same problems, and those are the people that you get close with and you really bond with overall. So, I know I kind of went off the negative thing, but I really don't. I mean, I have a lot to say about that, but I'm not going to sit here and go on a rant about how, rude and ignorant people are because I'm pretty sure anybody watching this, most of you guys are teen parents and you already know how people can be, so I'm not going to tell you twice or 3 or 4 times. But I have had negative experiences and I will continue to have them, but I don't really care because at the end of the day, I have someone that loves me no matter what, just because I'm mom and just because I'm me, and that's good enough for him. And that's all that I need is my son, and I'll be okay because I do this for him. I go to school every day and take care of what I need to take care of because I do, I want the best for him and I want the best for the both of us. So, the other people really don't matter because I'm not doing it for them. I'm not doing it to prove a point to anybody. I'm doing it because it's what's best for Jaden, and he deserves the best. So that is the topic on negativity. The next topic is Santa, and then I think I will be all caught up because I don't have any more topics listed, unless if they posted a new one recently. Which if they do, I will definitely do it. Um, and I will talk all my views on Santa in my next video. So if you're interested in watching that, watch that. And later on tonight, I will be doing his 4 week update, which I think he will probably be sleeping for. But I'm trying to keep him up because his days and nights are mixed up and it's really driving me crazy at night. So, like I said, if you're interested in those, just stay tuned and keep watching. Alright, bye YouTube.